and all partners.
The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, has announced that it is collaborating with International Labour Organization, the European Union, and other parties to develop a comprehensive labour policy to guide regional migration and employment reforms across its member states. Speaking during the third IGAD Ministerial Conference on Labour, Employment and Labour Migration, IGAD Executive Secretary Workneh Gebeyehu called for urgent multisectoral action to address rising unemployment and irregular migration, warning that the situation is gradually becoming a regional crisis.
Biggest wells that we have in this region is human labor. The ministers from our member states are here to really coordinate the efforts with the challenges that we are facing in terms of labor movement. As the minister has said, we are here with full political force to coordinate our efforts, how effectively our citizens of the region can, protect their right, decent work, their security, and legal travel to the destiny or the places that the countries which they make.
Gebeyehu stressed that with over 60% of the region's 280 million people under the age of 25, rising unemployment risks reversing the region's demographic gains and fueling insecurity. He also urged stronger bilateral labor agreements with Gulf countries and the implementation of IGAD's single visa initiative to enhance labor mobility and deepen economic integration.
We are proposing also to our ministers a single visa regime. That is not new for the world. That is will not affect any of security and sovereignty of the member states, but to facilitate effective and efficient visas for a labor movement.
These remarks were echoed by International Organization for Migration (IOM), which noted that economic hardships and climate change are major drivers of irregular migration in the region. The IOM further warned that irregular migration from Ethiopia and Somalia to the Arabian Peninsula via Djibouti remains one of the most dangerous routes. Nihan Erdogan is the Deputy Director for the East, Horn and Southern Africa at IOM.
What we also see recently in the last few years is an increasing trend. It's very concerning. Is actually through the internet, the social media, especially young people who end up in different parts of Asia because through internet they think that they have found a job, but once they land in those Asian countries, they realize that actually they have been a victim of human trafficking networks.
Smuggling and trafficking networks operating across the Red Sea remains a major cause of deaths and disappearances. According to IOM data, more than 600 deaths and missing persons have been reported by August 2025, while over 230 migrants attempted the perilous journey to the Arabian Peninsula during the same period.
Life-saving assistance and protection support, it has to continue. Because some of these people who choose irregular migration, they're in desperate situations. They suffer. They even lose their jobs. So in the short term, the humanitarian assistance, it has to continue. And we call for all the international partners to continue supporting these people through funding. Another priority is helping them to return and to reintegrate to their communities, because many of them, they go through unimaginable suffering. They just want to go home, back to their families and continue with their lives.
Delegates from across the IGAD region, including ministers from Kenya, Ethiopia, Somalia, South Sudan, Djibouti, and Uganda, agreed to adopt a unified regional labor and migration policy aimed at managing migration flows, combating human trafficking, and expanding opportunities for decent work.
Why should I keep a doctor in Kenya just sitting here with no employment, or else they can go to Germany and work for 2-3 years, or go to Australia, or go to Qatar, and then come back home? We are finding that actually, for some of our technical skills like engineering and other skills, it is actually not brain drain, it is actually brain gain, because they are coming back with new expertise, new ways of doing things, new ways of construction. So we are actually gaining. The whole idea is that people are going to work for a few years and coming back, because the market right now cannot absorb all of them.
Zainab Said, the Isli Voice.